Indie Wrestling Q&A. My name is Jason Hell. This is DJ Hyde. How long have you been in the wrestling business?
14 years at this point, Jason.
Who are you trained by?
Originally, I was trained by a group of wrestlers, sporadically. When I broke into the business originally, I started going to indie shows and was kind of a fan like you, and probably some of the people watching this. It's not like they don't know that there's a camera there. But a bunch of different wrestlers were teaching me things, and I kind of got into just wrestling, and then I was doing that for about a year and a half, and then I found the Combat Zone Wrestling Academy.
So how did the whole character of DJ Hyde come about?
DJ is my name, and this is a shoot kind of a.
I mean, if you want.
Right, shoot.
If you want to say something.
Basically, DJ Hyde's been in prison for attempted murder, and I'm a pretty nice guy, as you can see. I'm funny, I'm charismatic, and you know, it takes a lot to piss me off. And when I do, I'm a 6'4", 280-pound man. So it was something that kind of was a joke where I had the Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, and my name is DJ, kind of stuff. Quick questions.
So who's been some of your most physical talents you wrestled with?
Physical or?
Like physical matches that you've had in your career.
Oh Christ. Probably the most physical matches I've had in my career recently that I can remember, because it's 14 years, the gray gets a little fuzzy after a while. Daisuke Sekimoto, Yoshisto, Sasaki, easily two of those dudes are wars. Corgan Hall, Tommy Ann, Bad Bones in Europe, probably here in the States. Jake Christ is surprisingly, and Sammy Callihan, sorry, Solomon Crow, sorry.
His new name?
Are probably two of the most physical guys with me. Me and Sammy have had a pretty long history that we have beat the living heck out of each other to the point where I've had 7 concussions in my career. 5 by Sammy Callihan. And you know, there's plenty of other guys I've wrestled, like the Necro Butchers and Chris Rose, Cassie Son, or whatever you call them. Tons of guys. I probably wrestled everybody one way or another. But I would say Sammy, and now Jake Christ is probably recently. I cannot remember being hit that hard. So it's one of those like you're like, what, you know, and it's one of those where you wake up and take a shot.
So outside of wrestling, what do you like to do for fun?
Outside of wrestling, I really don't have a life outside of wrestling anymore.
Well, you own CZW, right?
I own Combat Zone Wrestling.
Oh, you own it.
I am the owner, booker, promoter, wrestler, international talent. I just got off a month-long tour of Europe a couple weeks ago at the beginning of October. I travel an immense amount, pretty much Monday through Thursday. Myself, Drew Gulak, and a few others run the CZW Wrestling Academy currently. So I really don't have fun. My weaknesses are, like, I like to eat, but I'm not like a big food guy. Like, I like to eat healthy. It's surprising, but healthy food is expensive. Other than that, you know, I mean, wrestling and women are my 2 biggest weaknesses. Because people are walking up with Bel Air Armory tables. It's the green-haired girl. She's scary.
Oh.
I like her. She's kind of cute. I was told I could make fun of her. But other than that, I don't do much. Like that, tables go that way. See, look, tables. You gotta get the tables, man.
Oh yeah, look at his truck too.
It's amazing that the guy with the ROH shirt, but yet the hot green-haired girl is carrying the table instead of the guy with the ROH. But other than that, like, I don't really spend time with my family. I pretty much, it's wrestling. I watch wrestling for fun. I'm not a big movie guy. I don't really have a life outside of this business anymore. I have small things, but nothing. Like, yeah, I play video games, and yeah, I read the internet and Facebooks and Twitters and stuff, but I'm not like into it. It's more along the lines of like, if you go and you look on my computer, you know, you'll find like PW Insiders and like The Observer and things like those are the most. See hot girls just walking through all the time. You gotta put them over. You have to make them. Other than that, like just hanging out with my boys. Most of my best friends are professional wrestlers.
It's okay.
How is wrestling in another country different in wrestling in like the USA?
Depends on the country. Culture's different. Styles are different. There's a reason why, like, I'm considered one of the top people in the business at this point, even though I'm putting myself over, and that's a matter of opinion, and I understand that. But find a better heel than me. Easy. The cultures are different. You'll learn things through society, and it's like that actually everywhere. Like I'm assuming this is an indie wrestling team from Maryland because we're in Maryland right now. Maryland wrestling is its own world. Okay, it's really like there's a lot.
Calm down.
A lot of places. See the girl behind the camera. There's a lot of things in Maryland that are completely different than anywhere else. Where the laws are different, the culture's different.
We don't sell loco in our grocery stores?
You know, you go down to Dundalk, you know, people in Dundalk are different than people in, say, you know, Bel Air, you know. It's really one of those things where you get culture shock. And it's like that all across the United States. I've wrestled all across the U.S., Canada, Mexico, Africa, South America, all over Europe, Japan. I got Hong Kong in this year, which is... But it's the people and the culture. It's what they.
So, who would be some of your dream opponents?
That you haven't wrestled.
Yeah, you haven't wrestled.
I mean, most people would say. I mean, obviously the guys that got me in the business. Unfortunately, most of those guys that that inspired me into this business. Most of those guys aren't wrestling anymore. Who are not capable of doing what I'd want to do, like Hulk Hogan and stuff like that. But there's really not anybody out there that I want to wrestle that I haven't at this point. Like I've wrestled CM Punk a couple times. I've wrestled Bryan Danielson a couple times. You know, a ton of guys like Chris Heroes and Claudio or Antonio Cesaro, whatever. Really, my dream opponents are really just to wrestle. Like I could wrestle, you know, David Starr. He's my tag partner tonight, every single day. As long as it's selling tickets and getting over and, you know, the crowd's enjoying it, I'm happy. So I could really care less. I just want to have good wrestling matches with good people and really make fans want to come out to see us and enjoy it. And, you know, whether they hate me, which most people do. That's pretty much my goal. I really don't care about like, oh, I want to wrestle this guy. Doesn't matter to me anymore.
If you had some advice for somebody pursuing wrestling career, what would it be?
The first thing of professional wrestling, which I teach in the academy, is the first law. Is keep your ears and eyes open and your mouth shut. All right, believe nothing of what you hear and half of what you see. Do as I say, not as I do. Other than that. Go to a place, like I can put the CCW Wrestling Academy over here because it's one of the top schools. I mean, if you just look at the people that we've helped get to bigger and better things, or the fact that we have all those things, but you want to go to a place that is going to benefit you, not someone that's going to take your money. And you want to go with some place where people are going to be honest with you and not lie to you. And if it's the DJ Hyde CZW Wrestling Academy, DJ Hyde needs to be trained. If it's another great school, Tommy Dreamer School, House of Hardcore, which is in Poughkeepsie, New York, Tommy Dreamer actually teaches them. But there are some of these schools, you know, like, I hate to say this because he's one of the greatest wrestlers ever, like Shawn Michaels. Shawn Michaels has his Shawn Michaels Wrestling Academy. He's not the trainer. So it's kind of business as usual. And you want people that are going to be honest with you. I mean, those are the main things that, you know, and help you with whatever your goal is. You know, whether you want to become a professional wrestler like I am, or you want to work for World Wrestling Entertainment, or, you know, you want to travel the world.
Alright, hold on.